Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and having a fantastic week. Today's video is a little bit different, but it's something I wanted to make a video on because I've had a lot of people messaging me, I've seen a lot of things in the news, and I think it's really important to get this information out so that you guys, parrot owners, especially in the United States, know what is going on. Now this video, as I said, is specific to pet owners in the United States. However, if this legislation does pass, then it could escalate and it could happen in other places in the world. And I'll talk about how something similar is already happening here in the UK. The majority of my lovely viewers are actually from the United States as well, so I thought it was important to make this video. I've seen other creators make it as well. There's been so much shared on Instagram, but I thought I would say something as well because it's really important. So let's get straight into it. The America Competes Act was recently passed through the House of Representatives, and within about 3,000 pages of this act were amendments to something called the Lacey Act, which is going to affect any person with an exotic pet in the USA. Now obviously my channel is primarily about birds, so if you have an exotic bird, parrot, anything like that, it will affect you if you want to travel with your bird, but it will also affect anyone who has anything other than a dog, cat or livestock. So we're talking about fish, invertebrates, reptiles, amphibians, even small mammals as well. So any of those pets can come under this act, which will affect pet owners. So essentially the amendment that's causing a bit of a storm here in the pet community is the fact that this act is adding an amendment which says that you are not allowed to transport exotic pets over state lines. So if you live in one state, you cannot take an exotic animal into another state. Now on paper it doesn't seem too bad, you may not think it affects you, but there are loads of different ways how this might affect you if you live in the States and you have an exotic pet. For example, if down the line you decide to move states, you want to move states for a new job or to start a family, you will not be able to take your exotic pet with you. Or if your exotic pet needs veterinary care and there's an incredible facility in another state, you can't take them there, which is obviously not a good thing because we cannot deny pets veterinary care. However, these acts come into place and it really kind of blurs the lines of what's okay and what's not. Now the wording of this act is very ambiguous, which again causes a lot of problems. You know, if you're going to create an act, you want to be very clear in what you say, but it could impact veterinary care for exotic pets. Say for example, you want to go to university or college in another state and you want to take your exotic pet, your parrot, with you. You won't be able to do that. If you want to go and visit family and friends at the holidays and you want to take your pet with you, you will not be able to do that. Say for example, you want to rescue a bird from another state, from a rescue centre, you guessed it, you will not be able to do that, and rescue centres may not even be able to move pets from different states as well, which impacts in their care, and it really just doesn't sound like it's going to be a really good idea. So it's very important that you use your voice in the US. You have a voice, use it and get in touch with your senators. I'm going to have a link in the description to US ARC, which is I believe a reptile community, but they have all the information about how to contact your senators to say that you oppose these amendments of the act going forward for the Lacey Act. There's going to be a template that you can send to your senator, you can email. Sending them a letter by post is apparently one of the most effective ways to do it. You can phone them, you can fax them, send, you know, a carrier pigeon. I don't mind how you contact them, but do use your voice. You have this platform to say how you feel. Do it because it could affect you and your pets. Now apparently informal discussions might be starting next week, but the actual House Senate conference starts roughly in March, so you need to get in contact now so that they can have this great big voice coming to them and saying this is not a good idea, please don't do this. Now I wanted to talk kind of how something similar is happening in the UK. It's not really the same, but I wanted to make you guys aware. So you may be aware that something called Brexit happened in the UK. We're not going to get too political on this channel, but anyway, Brexit has had a lot of negative impacts when it comes to animals, and one that I actually found out yesterday when I was reading a few articles is actually a lot of zoos and wildlife parks in the UK are actually having to scale back their endangered species breeding programs because it's becoming impossible to move animals to the EU because of so much paperwork and restrictions as well, and this could be something that ends up impacting the US too. Once you start with one thing with pets, it could end up going on to other things, and of course breeding endangered species with the possibility of releasing them back into the wild, with of course rehabilitating the wild itself, is so important, and that is of course one of the main roles of zoos. So I was really sad to hear that, and yeah, this just proves that you need to speak out. If you've got a voice, speak out. All the links are going to be in the description of how you can contact your senators. Please do it if you're in that position. Obviously I can't because I'm in the UK. If you have a voice, please use it, because it will end up impacting your exotic pets, your birds, anything else. So please speak out. Thank you so much for watching. I've got another video coming on Saturday. In the meantime, I hope you're having an amazing day. Take care and see you later.